What's up, guys? Today we continue our series called True Colors. In this series, we're looking at Joseph's life and seeing how he showed his true colors. Today we're saying, I will have a good attitude. Just like all of us, Joseph had good moments and bad moments, but in all of his circumstances, he remained true to God and true to himself. Now, last week we talked to Joseph. He mentioned that he was his father's favorite and was given a nice multicolored coat. It was pretty fancy. Because he was a favorite, his brothers hated him. Not only that, their hatred towards Joseph grew because he expressed a dream he had. You see, he went on to tell his brothers that they were all bowing down to him. Now, these dreams didn't come from Joseph, they came from God. He was helping Joseph see that he had big plans in store. So, the brothers came up with the plan.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey, what's up? It's Joseph. I invited him back to tell more about his story. I mean, there's no better person to tell the story of Joseph than Joseph himself.
So where did we leave off? Wait, I think we ended the last video with a cliffhanger. Ooh, the suspense.
Yeah, but it's the part where your brothers planned to kill you.
Oh, brother. Or brothers. Anyways, yeah, my brothers planned to kill me. Can you believe that?
But let's look at the bright side. They didn't.
Yeah, sure, that makes me feel a lot better.
Well, go ahead. Tell them what happened next.
Okay, so one day, Dad had sent me to check on my brothers in Dothan. And when I arrived, they took my coat and they threw me into a dry well. It was dark and pretty scary. But I overheard my brother Judah, and he said, "What will we gain if we kill our brother and try to cover up what we've done? Come, let's sell him to these slave traders. Let's not harm him ourselves. After all, he is our brother." From that moment, I didn't know what was going to happen, but I was happy to know that they weren't going to leave me there to die. So they pulled me out and sold me as a slave.
Wait, so what did they tell your father?
Well, they took my coat and put blood on it and said that I was killed by a wild animal.
Poor Jacob. So you were sold as a slave?
Yeah, so I was under control of the slave traders, and I was forced to walk for miles and miles in my chains with no idea where I was going. It was pretty scary and hot, but they led me to a place called Egypt.
Like Egypt? Like pyramids Egypt?
Yep.
Dude, that's a long way.
Yeah, you're telling me. So not only would I be forced to work as a slave, I was so far from home I couldn't even speak their language. And I then became a slave in the house of a guy named Potiphar.
Did you say pot of fur?
No, Potiphar.
Potty turd.
It's Potiphar.
I just really wanted to say potty turd. All right, his name was Potiphar, so it didn't sound like it was a good situation.
Well, you see, Potiphar was one of Pharaoh's officials.
Big shot, huh?
Yeah, you could say that. And he was the captain of the palace guard.
I bet you were angry. Did you like flip tables over and cause a scene? People don't mess with crazy, man.
But no. I didn't do any of that. As much as it may have seemed like a terrible situation, one that I wouldn't have really picked for myself, I knew that God was with me. And I didn't do any of those things. As a matter of fact, my master saw that the Lord was with me, and he was very pleased. So pleased, in fact, that he made me his attendant. He put me in charge of his house. He trusted me to take care of everything he owned.
I would have acted out for so many reasons. My attitude would have looked a lot different, man.
No, man, we just might need to follow up next week. I think I'll just talk to you later.
Too much crazy. Bye, Joseph. Wow, guys. It is pretty awesome to see that Joseph knew that God was with him the whole time. There were so many opportunities to complain or lash out, but Joseph didn't. He did what he was told. Not only that, his master was pleased with Joseph. Joseph acted with such good character and did the best job he could, even though he was mistreated, sold by his brothers, and worked as a slave. His true colors caused him to be noticed, and he was put in charge of all the other slaves working for Potiphar, which is pretty cool. So again, today we're saying, I will have a good attitude.